Okay, guys, we're back. The Globetrotters are back in Phoenix. Exciting weekend. There's been a changing of hands with the belt. I'm sure everybody knows. Upset City, the guy Strickland beat Israel. Jared had a front row seat, so did Robbie. Jared was the fill-in. I don't know if everyone knows that. He was there making weight in case any craziness happened, and they need, you need to have the main card, obviously. And Jared's obviously checked all the boxes to be next in line and, get back in the mix here. But let's see how the weekend guys went. Fresh in town, what'd you think? What'd you think of the fight? What'd you think of the outcome? What'd you think of Australia?
Australia was nice. Australia was really nice. I think it was about springtime now, right? They just came out of, or either they just came out of winter, or no, they had just came out of winter. So the weather was nice. It was sunny, 70s highs. Probably had one day of a little bit of rain, but it wasn't bad.
Sure.
The hotel we were staying at was nice. Had a basic little workout room at the hotel, but there was a UFC gym in the walking range, so that was really nice to go and use that.
Good cut, good weight cut.
Yeah, the cut was, all that made the cut easy.
Right.
We went to another gym, Emerge MMA. Hooked up with a couple of people there, some cool people that we met out there, Con, and a few other guys.
Nice.
So,
shout out to Con and Emot.
Yeah, shout out to you guys, Con and Emot. They took care of us when I was over there, man. So, thank you guys a whole bunch, and can't wait to see you guys again. Can't wait to be in Australia again. Definitely when we get out there, we're gonna hit them up.
Right.
But it was a really good trip, man. The workouts were awesome, man. We went up to the park. Worked out outside, got our feet in the ground, worked out in the sun. That was fucking awesome, dude. The weight came off nice and easy.
Sure.
Just a simple weight cut, man. We've done this plenty of times, Rob. Like, how many years we've been at it for? Like 3 years, I'd say, right? Since 2019.
7 fights or something like that.
Yeah.
Sure. Got the formula down.
We got it down, man. We get it done.
Beautiful.
So and it gets better every time. It gets easier every time. It's fun every time. I have my fun. Rob has his. We all come back with some cool stories and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we all come back better, you know what I mean? It was a really good experience to go out there, and especially being in Australia for the event, for a UFC event, a live pay-per-view, a full stadium, get a feeling of energy and shit like that.
It looked packed.
Yeah, that crowd came out, dude. It was
from the beginning.
Yeah, out in the beginning,
It was fun.
It was
Yeah, Aussie. Oh, they fucking
like
Trump.
Turning up.
You walk by them, you hear them talking, you can walk in their line of breath, and you can just smell the alcohol wafted off of them and shit.
Right on.
There are rowdy people over there. They were all for Strickland. They were all fucking Strickland fans.
Really?
No way. Yeah, they were kind of busy when he came out, dude, for the press conference and shit too. They were more Strickland fans than they were Izzy fans over there.
No shit.
Yeah, they said they liked his realness. And the people that are kind of rough and a little bit rougher people too, and I think they just appreciated Sean for his realness. That's what they all said.
Right on. That's tight. That's tight.
Got some cool souvenirs. I got a nice little
That's a clean bill.
some kangaroo leather.
Yeah.
Kangaroo leather right here.
Yeah,
some good
nice.
shit right there. And I got a couple more. One for my brother. I got some for my family, my wife and kids.
Tight.
It was a good trip, man. A nice, successful trip. Made weight, got paid. Nice paid vacation to the other side of the world, part of what I ain't never been to. So that's one more stamp on my passport. One more thing I can tell that I can add to my story. That I get to tell myself. I thought I need to tell anybody else, but. And then the main event, man.
What's up? What did you got? What's going on?
The whole outcome just changed so much as far as the middleweight division.
So did you think Strickland was going to win before? Or what were your guys' thoughts before the fight?
When everybody asks me that question, I always maintain, and I still maintain to this day, from the start to the finish, that I never count anybody out in this game. You know what I mean? Sure. If you do MMA, you have a chance to win in any fight. I don't care who it is, with who, where it is. You know what I mean? So, MMA fighters are different. You know what I mean? So if you put a boxer up against a wrestler, the wrestlers are very likely to win that fight. Not to say that one sport is greater than the other, They just one has the advantage over the other.
Mm-hmm.
But there's very little advantages that can be had over a guy who trains mixed martial arts. So anybody can win any fight who trains martial arts in general. A boxer has a better chance of winning a fight than people who won't box. So I definitely felt that Sean Strickland had his chance to win. I definitely didn't see him walking him down. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Shut down any offense he could muster, and then, you know, tagging him whenever he could. Dropped him in the first round. You know, blocked his leg kicks. Pretty much shut all of his offense down from the starting line. And Izzy couldn't do nothing but fire from the starting line. That's the way I look at it. You know, he didn't go past the starting line. He didn't try to progress his game plan. He didn't do any audibles. He didn't change his game plan.
Yeah, that was a trip. Nothing changed.
So that was the most surprising thing to me about that fight. His inability to make that adjustment. You know, so that and the fact that so many people are making excuses for him. You know, let him make he should. You know, to be honest, he doesn't even have to come up with an excuse. A fight's a fight, and it's over with. So we should just move forward. The outcome speaks for itself, and we should just focus on that. And the outcome is Sean Strickland is now the champ. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, I already beat the champ.
Right.
You know, and I'm ready to do it again if I have to. I was ready to beat Izzy in our next go. I'm ready to beat all of them now, you know. So, and I've been like that, but
like, what's like the talk? It seems like they're gonna run it back, or what's like? I mean, I'm just looking online, right? I don't know.
Yeah, to be honest, when I look online, not too many people are in agreement with that sentiment.
Yeah,
giving him the immediate rematch.
I agree with Jerry. We talked after the fight. I don't think a performance like that. There's a real.
What changes?
Rematch right away.
Yeah.
Because he got shut
Well, he
down.
just had a rematch, right? And then in that rematch, he was winning.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then he just lost at the end. And then in the rematch, he finished him in the first round. Right, so
interesting.
To me, the second fight proves the merit of a rematch from the first fight. His performance in the second fight, but his performance in this fight right here doesn't really merit. He didn't really wasn't able to even get past the starting line.
Yeah, I think there is more interesting shakeup in the division. I think they're running with you and Strickland, right? On the same card.
That'll be tight.
Duplessis.
Yeah,
that makes it interesting tale from that division.
And I think there's talks about the rematch because of that, because of the impact of on a pay-per-view Israel will have. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to just put him on a pay-per-view, they can put him and Duplessis. That's going to get some buys.
Yeah,
as a co-main event.
That's going to go
to me and Strickland.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? There's history on both sides right there.
That is true.
So you got to
Strickland. He's going to want to revenge his loss, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like, right? I mean,
and anybody who's crying that Duplessis deserves the next shot, you know what I'm saying? He deserved the next shot against Israel because they had that whole little thing going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it because he did beat Robert Whittaker handily, but he deserved his shot against Whittaker.
Sure.
And then, you know, his injury prevented him from taking the opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now Israel isn't the champ. That changes everything. Yeah. So if they still want to, you know, settle that little hissy fit, they can do that as a co-main event to me and Strickland. And if they really want to shape out the middleweight division for 2024, right? Either they do that at the end of the year or UFC 300, which is going to be a big card, right? They do me Strickland, they do Israel versus Duplessis, and then you add the winner of Costa and Chimaev versus Robert Whittaker. Costa was supposed to fight Robert at one point.
Yeah, huh?
Chimaev everybody wants to give Chimaev the title shot. There's talks that the winner of Costa and Chimaev becomes the contenders match. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. That's some stupid ass bullshit right there. They have. Anyway, I'm not gonna even go into detail of why that's bullshit, but that's bullshit with me sitting right here.
Yeah.
Since I already beat the champ, them fools ain't got nothing to do with the champ. I already beat the champ.
Yeah.
Y'all think he thinks that, yeah, everybody believes that I didn't beat the champ, but I got 2 paychecks that night, so y'all can kiss my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what anybody, how you feel about it. What the proof is in the pudding, and the real proof in the pudding is the fact that that Sean Strickland didn't fight me the way he fought Israel Adesanya. Well, Sean Strickland ain't walking me down, screaming in my face, telling me, "Come on, let's fight." I was walking him down, and after the fight, I was surprised he said he walked me down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that's not what happened. You know what I mean? I was in your face throwing. You was scooting away, skirting away, throwing your jab. You know what I mean? Trying to work your teeps, but that would have put you in trouble, and you know that. That's why you got away from it, and that's why your coach was adamant on telling you to pick that leg up and throw your teeps. But that would have got you in some big trouble, and you know that. You felt that, and that's why you fought the way you fought when we fought. But when you fought Israel, you felt something different. You know what I mean? And I'm not surprised. I'm not saying anything bad about Sean Strickland. I'm actually happy for him that he won the title. That's good for him. We all deserve a chance, and he made big on it. It was a beautiful thing to behold. I was grabbing my head. I was astounded to watch that thing live. You know what I'm saying? I went to his room after the fact and congratulated him personally, and I really felt that I couldn't even find the words to express how happy I was from him when I was in his face, but I thought it was awesome the way he did that. You know what I'm saying? The story that he's come from, you know, and all the shit that he's gone through and the shit that he's come from to come in here and do the thing that he did, you know what I'm saying? That formula worked for him when he fought Israel. But when he fights me, that formula doesn't work. Because I'm of a different substance. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to chemistry, I'm like a super chemical. You know what I'm saying? You mix any of the other chemicals with me, it's going to create a specific reaction. You know, it's either going to neutralize some shit or it's going to create a volatile reaction. And I'm here to make some shit volatile. And if it becomes neutral, it becomes stable, look at the person who I'm fighting. Look at what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They all back up.
I've grown from, everybody wants to go back and talk about that Israel fight. That was over a year ago. You know what I'm saying? After that fight, I beat your champion now.
Right.
And then after I beat your champion, I just broke a record and whooping some ass, and I'm getting better. That's why I broke that record and whooping ass. And now I'm ready to whoop everybody's ass. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm only getting, and at the same time, I'm still getting better. So, as far as the stories, everybody wants the pay-per-views. Everybody wants the stories to appease appease the viewers, to appease the viewers, right? But I ain't no clown. I ain't finna get out here and clown around. I'm gonna whoop some ass, and that's what I'm here to do. You guys need to be entertained by that and what I'm doing, and to be astounded at my ability to do it at the level that I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Y'all can look at my story. I'm an old 40-year-old. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. But I'm not 40-year-old. I'm a level 40, right? So y'all need to get it straight. We ain't the same. I don't age the same as the rest of y'all who think 40 is old. You know what I mean? That's y'all. That's people who throw their lives away. They think 20s is the peak of your life. As soon as your mama and daddy can't tell you to do shit, you think that's the best time of your life. But I'm having the best time of my life right now, and I'm creating these moments as I go, right? And they are yet to come. And when I meet whoever in the octagon next, it's gonna be a fun moment for me. I'm gonna do better than I did the next time. Guaranteed.
Yeah, it's a trip to see how much these guys back up. Everyone backs up. Their footwork is just different. Izzy backpedaled, Sean backpedaled. Sean fought Izzy different than he fought you. Izzy fought you differently than he fought you. Everyone else. And that speaks for itself. I like how you said that. Yeah. Look at the guy you're fighting. When people are talking about the lack of action, so look at the guy you're fighting because they're backpedaling. You're the one going forward, and there's something to be said about that. You know what I mean? Ring control and going forward and controlling the center of the ring.
Yeah, that's one of the adjustments I made after that last Israel fight, right? Yeah. We got to do more. We got to do more after we even start. You can't just start and be finished. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I've been doing.
Melvin backed up. I mean, Izzy backed up. Strickland backed up. They all fucking back up. You know what I mean? You're coming to fight.
Kelvin came to fight too, though.
Yeah.
Kelvin was in there.
Yeah.
That's true. Let's go fight. Rob, what did you think of the fight?
That was crazy. It was something to behold. It was a trip. That's kind of surreal. I think Izzy may have been concussed from that first exchange when Sean cracked him with that fucking two.
That spun him on the heels.
Spun her around, dude.
Holy shit.
And man, Sean hits hard, and it looked like it landed pretty accurately. And maybe, to me, it looked like Izzy didn't have the best recovery from his weight cut. He looked a little bit thinner than from what I saw, and Sean looked a little bit more full. And I know the fighters over there they had an extra half a day to recover.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, because they weighed in Friday. Friday. Later on Friday around 4 p.m. The fight was Sunday morning, so they had like an extra half a day of recovery. And I looked, from my perspective, it looked like Sean capitalized on that, and Izzy didn't. And also Sean's just defense. He was able to walk Izzy down and deflect the high kick, check the leg kick. And as a kicker, when you're getting your kicks deflected and blocked, it takes a lot of mental, steam and
mental
confidence.
fatigue. Yeah.
Yeah, mental fatigue. I like that.
Yeah.
And man, Sean just capitalizing. And styles make fights. That's the tale of this sport. Styles have always made fights, and I think just Sean's style is something that Izzy couldn't figure out that night. And regardless of what it is, like Jay said, that's water under the bridge. We're here now, and dude, our man Jay deserves that fucking title shot, dude. I think the way it plays out, I think the fans want to see it.
Yeah.
I think that's the most interesting thing the UFC can do.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the fans are ready to see it, to be honest.
Yeah. You guys got some history,
I don't think, to be honest, I don't think the fans really appreciate it. Not the real fans, at least.
Yeah.
The real fans who know fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the ones who just want to be entertained, yeah, they don't want it. I don't think they want to see it too much. And I feel like that's the truth. Because I don't be out there running my mouth and clowning around and shit with the rest of these fighters. I'm too mature for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm better than that, to be honest. If I want to be real, I'm better than that. I got better shit to do with my time. To sit and argue. I got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here training, I'm working, I'm getting better.
Yeah.
And then people trying to capitalize on being celebrity. You know what I mean? I think that's something else. That's not something I want to do, right? This whole world wants to cater to this whole celebrity worship thing. They're looking for the next celebrity to worship, trying to be the next celebrity to worship. But that shit's beneath me, man. I'm trying to be a fucking god out here. You know what I'm talking about? A god in my own right. Decisions that I make. You know what I mean? So they can have that. You know what I mean? But if you want a story, I beat your champ already. I'm ready to beat him again. You know? So if they don't want, if the UFC is adamant on not doing that, then give me Duplessis. I'll take him. I'll take your number one contender.
Okay.
You know? I'll beat him.
On the same card, if they end up doing the rematch, maybe with the co-main or something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I like you as the main event in that title fight, and then him and Izzy as the co-main. I think that'll draw a lot of eyes and attention. I think the fans, the real fans, like you said, want to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Robert used to be the main number one contender, but I guess Duplessis took that from him. So now, give me that number one contender. I'll take him. Or give him the champ. Because that's what I deserve, I feel.
Yeah.
That's what the world needs. That's what's right. That will make the world right. If you want to play in this fake world of fantasy stars and celebrities and shit, that's fantasy world. That's fake shit. But in the real world, in real fighting, the best fights the best. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm the best. And I'm only getting better. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You know what I mean? We're only getting better. We're doing work here at MMA Lab, you know? So,
yeah, to get that record that you did on Marvin, dude, Melvin, like that's a hard guy to hit that much and to back up and to get in his face and to fucking, I think you've earned your spot. I think you're
with that performance right there, yeah.
You earned your spot to be here right now to have this conversation, dude.
For sure.
You know, as a highlight fucking performer. And you've been having highlight performances these last few years.
You threw, did you throw 500 strikes in that?
I think close to that.
That's tight.
I think it landed like 240 something significant strikes.
Yeah.
Close to 250.
What is a lot of that though? Like, all right, you land something, and is it just like, all right, reset? You know what I mean? Because like, just if you think like, dude, go hit the bag 500 times.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like a ton of work. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
you almost have to be like typewriter, like boom, next one, boom,
That,
boom,
again,
or like how does that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot
that's
of
just
work.
one thing I've been working on. Staying engaged, staying on, staying engaged. You know what I mean?
Confidence in the
Not
conditioning.
like throwing a strike and then relaxing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's not what you do to your prey. You know what I mean? Especially if your prey got horns.
Sure.
Lion ain't gonna jump on the prey and then just relax while he's on his back. He's gonna get his ass bucked off.
Yeah.
Turn around and get gored with some horns or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
The lion is gonna be on this motherfucker until he get down on the ground. And only when the thing is like incapacitated, when you see a lion not eating it but catching his breath or some shit like that, right?
That is what I noticed with all, you know, the best guys in here is you know, Benson, you know, Robbie,
Yeah.
you guys, like the focus is like, it just doesn't break. And it's almost like you see the opponent look, and then it's like they attack.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like they break, like it's almost like a focus off in a way.
Yeah, engaged. I like this word, engaged.
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah.
mentally and physically engaged the second you step into the ring. And some guys like lay off that engaged gas.
Yeah.
And they let themselves get a little bit too close to the pocket, and then kind of, you know what I mean? Like Izzy, he wasn't engaged further out from the pocket. He was just kind of engaged once Strickland was too close. But once Strickland was too close, that's Strickland's world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Izzy had no solution for that.
Mhm.
Izzy didn't try to switch up his footwork. He didn't try to switch up the range
Exactly.
or nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
And again, that was just the most surprising thing right there. And I think we all just have high expectations for Israel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the whole world didn't have those expectations for Strickland. You know, so you know, but Strickland's that guy. You know, apparently, obviously, he's that guy. At least it works with it when he fights certain individuals. And I know on the score sheets they say that he barely won, but go back and look at that fight and look how he fought me and compare that to how he fought your champion. You know, go back and do some comparison. I know they're long fights, 30-minute fights, and they're boring, and you guys gonna have to stay focused and stay awake, but pay attention. You know, open your fucking eyes and see what I experienced. What I'm telling you, what really happened in there. What happens in a majority of my fights. So I'm not just talking myself up. You know, this is real shit. This is what fighting is all about. You know, I bring very dangerous weapons to the table, and very few people have the bravery to stand in the midst. You know what I'm saying, of the gorilla swinging big. So when that person when we find that person, I will be delighted to oblige them. You know what I mean? Just like Sean Strickland said, I'm willing to go in there and risk it all. I'm not going to even say the things that these people say, because words are powerful. I ain't trying to speak any of that dumb shit into existence. But I'm willing to go in there and make some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's well worth the risk to me. And I enjoy this so much. I love this so much. And I'm trying to figure out so much about myself through this that there's no way I could say no to any of these fighters.
Yeah, something's gonna give by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens in the future, you know. But that's what it is. And if nobody feels that way, I understand. You guys live in different realms that I live in. You know what I'm saying? You guys perceive things differently than I perceive things. And that's fine. We all have our own aspirations. But it'll just let me know what's really good out there.
In the meantime, you just stay ready.
At the meantime, yeah. And at the end, yeah. And ultimately, that's not even my focus. Like you was about to say, I'm not cut you off. Sorry. You know, we're here at the gym. We're back at work. I'm back getting better. And I'm motivated to get even more better. So, to all the fans out there, the ones who down with the Killa Gorilla, get ready, man. Y'all finna see some wild shit for real. So,
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, the work's obviously producing. You know.
Clearly, yeah, he's producing fruit. I mean, like his actions are backing up his words, and that every time he steps in the ring, and that should be the tell of the tale right there. You know what I mean? That's why he has the right to call for this title fight, and why he should be the guy to step in there and do it, because he's delivering every time he goes out to work. He fucking delivers. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy. I'm happy with the shakeup though. I think it's gonna be fun. The end of the year is gonna be fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We got O'Malley here too. You know, we got the belt.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. So to see that shit
We're
happen.
gonna get 2 of those belts here at this gym.
It kind of goes like that. It seems sometimes. Like one gym gets a couple. Like it goes on like a run or whatever. You know. But yeah, it's tight. You know.
Yeah, we've been around a long time, dude. Fuck, over a decade. You know, we fucking. It's about time we get some fucking UFC gold in there. And again, Benson was the last, champ, and fuck, man, we've stayed relevant in a game that's very hard to stay relevant. You know what I mean? So the formula that we have here, the guys we have here, the coaches we have here, the work that's being done under this roof, it's producing a real fruit, and people can see this.
Yeah. It's good having Diaz in here too. You know.
Fuck yeah,
When he comes by,
absolutely.
he's got a ton.
Good two-time mind, yeah.
A ton of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his like cheeky elbow work.
Yeah.
Some of it, that stuff's fucking.
Yeah, plus driving shit inside and stuff.
That's one thing I'm really excited because we got now Loma Look Boomy is here training.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So she's a UFC strawweight. I think she's actually maybe the only Thai fighter. You know what I'm saying? The actually Thai-born fighter fighting in the UFC, the first female, at least the first female Thai fighter. So she's had some really good fights, man. I think she's had like 6 or 7 fights in the UFC, and she's here now training, man. So personally, I'm excited to experience that traditional Muay Thai, even though she's a strawweight in UFC. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll be able to work together and learn a lot from her and help her as she integrates here into the MMA lab and adds to what we're already doing here. So some big things coming on in the future, man. Big things about to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
In the meantime, we'll just be getting ready for however the chips may fall. You're gonna deliver no matter who they sign, who steps across the ring from you, you're gonna fucking deliver, no matter what. But fucking strap this yours, dude. It's gonna look good on you. I think the division will look good as you as a champion. Like the fans want to see you as a champion. I think there's more interesting shake-up fights as you as the champ.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. I think that'll be fun. I think the UFC does. I don't think a lot of people don't understand how promotable I will be as a champ. You know, just because of my skill, not because I can run my mouth and dance and I'll dress the way, you know what I'm saying, make people want to dress like me. No.
Just the work.
Okay.
My phone over here listening to me. Shut up. They're like, damn, my phone like, damn, what? You're going in.
Sweet, man.
But it was nice over there, man. It was really cool. The experience that's one I'll never forget. Met some people I'll never forget. What a sport, man. What a crazy sport we in, dude. What a wild and crazy sport this is.
Definitely.
Yeah, that might be the biggest upset in any UFC title fight. I think it's greater than the Holly and Ronda Rousey.
They were huge. I think they said it was a crazy,
like 6-1 or 7-1 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means in bed.
Yeah. But that's why they do the fight, man. You know, it's not odds. It's a real event. You know, these are gladiators. There's, as Robbie says, it's hairs. The hairs are the difference. And, that was crazy. But I'm happy it happened. It's good. It's gonna mix everything up, and I think our creator doesn't make mistakes. It's all part of the plan. So I think this is all part of the plan as well. So. But anything else, Rob?
Man, it was a good ass trip. It was cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, fuck. I think we're here. I think this shit's at our door. Man, Jay's ready.
Yeah, for real.
I think it's the most interesting we can do. They give Jared this fucking title shot. He fucking takes Strickland out, and then the winner of Duplessis and fucking Izzy for a possible rematches. I think Izzy can take Duplessis. I think styles make fights, and it's fun, dude. I like to see Jared beat Izzy as Jared's the champion. Izzy's challenging for the belt. That'd be fucking cool.
That'd be tight.
So,
cool.
That'll be tight. That'll be real. For real. There you go, UFC. There's your script right there. We just wrote it out for you.
Yeah, I got.
Right?
I want a
We
little
got
finder's
UFC
fee.
Yeah, we got UFC 300 already in the books. Already on the books, right?
Uh-huh.
Cannonier versus Strickland. Duplessis versus Adesanya in the co-main event. If you want, you can put the winner of Chimaev and Costa versus Robert Whittaker. You know what I'm saying? Map out the middleweight division early 2024 or at the end of the year. All right? Or December. Do the last card of the year. Map out the division for 2024. And then after that, after I beat Strickland, you can give, if Adesanya beats Duplessis or if Duplessis wins, it don't matter. You can give me one of those guys, right? Give my next defense, my first defense on my belt. And then you already got another contenders match already waiting in the wing behind that. In Whittaker versus the winner of Chimaev and Costa. So 2024 is already written out for the middleweight division, right? Everything else is just entertainment. These are the battles that need to happen. Let's just be calling me back.
Yeah, good shit.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, we'll close it out. That was good.
Yeah, appreciate your time, Jay.
Oh yeah.
And,
Thank you guys. I appreciate the mic.
Yeah, always, man.
Feels good to vent a little bit.
Yeah, air it out. Air it out. And Rob, thanks for your time.
Yeah, of course,
Appreciate
guys. Yeah,
the work at the gym, guys. But yeah, that's all we had today, and we'll check in with y'all next time, and let's see how this year shakes out. I think it's gonna be dope.
Hell yeah. Sure. Thank you guys.
Stay tuned, guys.
Peace out.
Right on.